Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. XRP is about to take over the market in terms of market dominance, which by the way is pretty low for XRP right now. I mean, I think it's about 1.6%. Well, because there's over 20,000 coins in existence now. So that is a factor as well. A little bit different than when I jumped into crypto in 2017. But wait till you see how high one chart analyst thinks that dominance level is going to go. And if he's right, XRP is going to take up a substantial percentage of the entire crypto market. And it's not crazy to think this could occur because there's historic precedent for it. We have seen this in the past. So in this video, I'm going to share with you perspective from a number of analysts having to do with Bitcoin price expectations. And then I have a few analysts talking specifically about XRP. I'm going to cover Bitcoin first, though, because let's be real here. Even if you're like me and XRP is way more important to you, you're way more interested in XRP, Bitcoin does lead things. And you should be interested in what's happening with Bitcoin if you're not. I'll just say that. Because if Bitcoin doesn't do well, then I don't think ultimately XRP will do well. But before going further, I do want to be clear. I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. At the time I'm recording this, XRP is 56 cents, and Bitcoin is 51,797 bucks. And by the way, in case anybody's curious, it's 5:06 p.m. Central Time. On what the hell? It's Saturday, isn't it? Yeah, all the days blur together, man. So Saturday, February 17th, 2024, and we have had a bit of a dip within the last 24 hours, led by Bitcoin. So here you can see 24-hour chart for Bitcoin on Live Coin Watch. Let me flip over to XRP, and it's the same damn thing. You can see when it dropped. I'm just flipping back and forth between the two. Very samey looking charts. A rebound. Almost all of it's been recovered to this particular point in time, and this move was kind of expected. In fact, there is this post by chart analyst Credible Crypto just this morning, and he said, and here is that dip I discussed just 9 hours ago, and he posted that at 10:58 a.m. Central Time this morning. And then he had another post where he wrote, this is just this afternoon, 3:34 p.m. He said, if we front run my green zone, I'm going to be pissed. And I'll pause to note for those of you not looking, he's tagged a level of interest here, what he's calling the green zone, because it's in green, where you could see a correction to the downside for Bitcoin, perhaps as low as, say, roughly 48,330 bucks. That's what he's talking about. But he says, really, though, I still think decent chance we test it, even if we go for the local highs first. Ideally, we can form a nice range between new local highs and the green zone. That would be great to establish/compound positions. And so he does think it's reasonable to suppose we might be getting down to those levels. And XRP undoubtedly would move in tandem if there's a notable move like that. But that may very well be okay. I mean, the level that most analysts are saying XRP needs to have as support and continue to hold, which it really has to this point, is 54 cents. So it wouldn't be a bad thing if XRP tests it yet again and just builds strong support there, and then we get to see a pop out of there ultimately. Here's a post from chart analyst Ali Martinez. He wrote, "It never fails." And he wrote that this morning. What is he referencing? He's referencing one of his posts from February 15th, just 2 days ago, because he thought it was plausible that this dip that we just saw was actually going to happen. And so on February 15th, he wrote, warning, the TD sequential presents a sell signal on Bitcoin daily chart, anticipating a 1 to 4 daily candlesticks correction. Note that the buy and sell signals this indicator has shown since December 2023 have all been validated. And so it's just interesting to see that he was warning this 2 days ago, and just recently, Credible Crypto was warning, hey, it looks like we might be seeing a little correction to the downside, and wouldn't you know it? And it does indeed come. But it's not exactly the end of the world, and there are certain levels that have very strong support. This isn't something to be freaking out about. It's just, crypto markets don't go up in a straight line forever. And so in the separate post, chart analyst Ali Martinez also wrote this. If Bitcoin fails to quickly reclaim the $52,000 level, it might face an 8% correction, potentially dropping to between $48,000 and $46,500. At this price range, over 1 million addresses hold more than 544,870 Bitcoin, indicating significant support. And so he posted that this morning, 9:51 a.m. Central Time, and I just thought it was interesting because that level that he's talking about, should it occur, that's not that far off from what Credible Crypto is warning might happen on the low end. So we'll see if it goes that low, and if so, some people might be losing their ever-loving minds, but I'm still in party mode every day, honestly. Despite these dips, even when Bitcoin in January, after the Bitcoin ETF approval, even when it popped up to $49,000 briefly, and then tanked back down to the upper 30,000s, I was still thrilled. I was still in party mode. I'm like, this is fantastic. Markets don't go up in a straight line. It was clearly a sell the news event, but now the market's moving back up now that we're past the sell the news event. Then there was also this from On-Chain College. Wrote, the Bitcoin balance on exchanges is now the lowest level since April of 2018, almost 6 years ago. Declining exchange balances plus increased ETF demand plus halving, decreased daily issuance, plus retail FOMO, once price breaks all-time high equals fireworks. Now look, I'll just say, I don't think the halving is going to be particularly meaningful. Some people buy into that narrative. I don't really. But either way, that level, look at this. Again, Bitcoin exchange balances, lowest level since April of 2018. If people don't have their Bitcoin on exchanges, might it be because they're currently not interested in selling it, even though the price is damn near $52,000? Isn't that kind of telling? I think that's fascinating. And retail, it looks like retail isn't here, at least not the new retail side. There hasn't been that euphoria. And even aside from that, there's data to show, I highlighted it yesterday, shows that there aren't a crazy number of new Bitcoin accounts being created. There are some being created, of course, don't get me wrong. But it's been decreasing lately, despite price going up. Just fascinating, right? Here's chart analyst Cryptos talking about XRP. He says XRP got rejected at 57.8 cents resistance again. Now going for a retest of our blue support area. Remember, our biggest resistance levels are between 58 cents and 62 cents. Bullish above those levels. We are not there yet. Yeah, and so depending on where you look, actually, a little over 24 hours ago, maybe more like 36 hours ago at this point, XRP did hit above 58 cents. So it does depend on where you're looking. Not every market necessarily would have seen that price level, but it was visible on Live Coin Watch. So however they pull their data, it was there. But lots of analysts are noting that this is a range where, maybe a little tough to get past, but once you do, might be moving to... I just keep seeing similar things along these lines. And yeah, you're going to see discrepancies from analyst to analyst in terms of what the level is going to be precisely. But I'm seeing a lot of similar perspectives. And once it goes, though, this thing's going to open up at some point. Here's XRP chart analyst Greg Crypto. He shared this market cap XRP dominance chart, and this is a fun one. And again, this is what I was kind of referencing at the outset of the video, teasing a little bit here, because there's historic precedent for this. We've seen dramatic market share from XRP in the past, even if it's short-lived. But that's because when XRP runs, it melts faces. Nobody has a face anymore. Too bad, so sad. And then, peaks at some point. A lot of profit taking, obviously. And then it does go back down, just like any crypto would after a tremendous run like that. But in terms of market dominance, way higher. And so he's showing where it is right now, at least at the time that he published this this morning, February 17th. XRP dominance about 1.61% of the market. That's it. And with Bitcoin being over 50%, that's quite a discrepancy. But it won't stay like that. And so what he's noting is, for those of you looking at the screen, you can see the circle right here. That's the range he's saying to look at. So could be upwards of 20%. And that has happened before. I think it's been closer to 30% in the past. So, again, it's just one of those things where, I know, it just seems impossible until one day you wake up, XRP's running, and you find it's actually not impossible at all. You just have to be patient. It goes when it goes. But XRP is no longer shackled. The SEC lawsuit is over. It's got the freedom to run this time. If we're going to have a mania blow-off top, yes, XRP will be a part of it. There's also this post from XRP chart analyst Dark Defender. Hi all, 2 weeks back we discussed XRP completed the correction in targeting 60 cents. XRP formed wave 1, hitting 57.96 cents and bounced from the orange resistance for the daily frame. The correction should be considered to Fibonacci support levels. He names three, 55.08 cents, 52.14 cents, and 50.85 cents. It might not necessarily hit 50.85 cents, but that is the final level at the moment. When I check the weekly frame, the correction will not last long, but a couple of days, which is good to proceed to the Fibonacci targets, which would be 64.43 cents, 66.49 cents, and 76.46 cents. As previously discussed, April is expected to be great for crypto and XRP. So by the time that happens, and it's, as far as I'm concerned, like, it seems like a virtual inevitability, those types of targets getting hit at some unknown point in the future. You know, this isn't me making a price prediction. I'm just sharing what I suppose might be probable, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen to XRP price. When this happens, though, assuming it does, the sentiment is going to be completely different than what we've seen over the last few weeks. There's going to be this renewed hope that XRP will be moving to the upside. And all the people that have been complaining that Ripple needs to step in and somehow magically increase the price of XRP, they need to fix the problem, those people will not be using their face holes to say such nonsense. Everybody's just going to be cheering. And I look forward to it because that is more fun. It's definitely more fun. But you just wait until it gets back above $1. My God. I know that'll be an important psychological level to break, but when it happens, this thing's going to run like crazy. And even it doesn't mean we'll necessarily get a burst to an all-time high. I wouldn't expect that right away. But it's going to be fun. There will be some people that are just going to be in disbelief. But I've seen this story too many times play out. Of course, XRP is going to run with the rest of the market. If the market goes, XRP will be a part of it, period. So I'm just going to sit here and wait because it's a virtual inevitability so far as I'm concerned. And yeah, XRP is going to have a big-ass percentage of the market. People are going to sell, and then it'll go down, but that's natural. That's normal. XRP is here to stay, though. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because if anything I say are right, that would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Lambo.